Hello friends, welcome to Pro Trading Zone. So you can see market today was really flat, but we will see why the market was flat, how the market got this gap up, and how we exactly predicted in our last video that the market would be opening approximately this high. That is approximately 600 to 700 points above what was the previous close. So there was some logic, and the logic was something that has been learned over the years while watching the charts. So we would be covering the basic chart formations, the way the flags have been made, what is a pole and flag, what is a pendant, or what is something that is known as important pivot point, and why there was a flat day today and we didn't take any directional trades today at all. So at any point of day, the best thing was that on any point of day when we entered, we were in profit. There was not more than 15 minutes where we saw a loss, and we were in non-directional trade, that too in short straddle and short strangle. In short straddle, I was just experimenting with a long expiry of 31st March, and for short straddle, that was my main strategy, where I took a strangle of approximately 60 points premium on the both the side, on the call and put side, and I just waited for it. So we will just look how the market opened, what was day before yesterday's happening in the market, and we will continue with our analysis. So day before yesterday, market came down heavily, and then it opened directly 700 points above. Yes, approximately 700 points, 460 points, and it went about 700 points above, 800 points above. There I found that these were the important pivot points, and that's why market could be around this, in this zone only, and I consider 35,650 as an important pivot point, and market totally hugged it over the day, and it was around it throughout the day. So we considered yesterday two important channels. So I basically like to trade in channel, that too in a horizontal channel, with which I consider with this lines. So I drew these lines and I was going to take trade of either of the directional. Non-directional market would be only between this was my analysis. My analysis was market is going to be between this only. If market was between this range of 35,800 and 35,400, we are going to be in this triangle, and we are going to make good money, and we made a good money of approximately 1% that day on our total portfolio, and it is a good amount of return if you are making a consistent return over the period of time. So even though there was a pendant made over here, there was no green shoots on the either of the directions in a dynamic fashion. So it gave me a more confirmation that market is going to close in this range only. And how we decided that today also market is going to open this high. So there were two three possibilities. First thing was that the market will open flat and will be in this range. So I decided in the previous video or the pre-market analysis that I will post daily, that if market opens above 35,800, I'm gonna take a really long trade, and I was expecting a trending market on the upside. If it opens below or it opens flat and goes below 35,400, then only I was gonna take a short trade in the directional pattern. So market fortunately opened exactly what I predicted. It opened exactly the difference between these points for this point, and behaved exactly the way we expected it to be, hugging 36,500. So this is also something that happened like yesterday, and we made a good amount of money. As it was expiry, I decided I should not be more than 1 p.m. in the market, even though I could make good amount of money or hold 60 points on the both the direction of this triangle. I would have consumed it in the profit, but I decided to get out of the market with a decent profit of 0.55%. So this is what happened. So what made me understand that these were the points where I should be considering that market won't be moving? First, I considered that market if market moves either of the direction on both the sides, I need to keep a buffer for myself. So if we see the trades that we took, you could check my shorts that I have put in. You will find that we have made a you could check our shorts that have been putting in the live market, just to tell how the market is moving, what is my analysis of the market, how market could behave, and what are the pivot points that creates the channel. So if you are interested in this kind of format, please subscribe and place your icon on all notifications, so that you can get the first uh, notification as soon as I post a video with analysis on the live market. I would be posting many times throughout the day, and throughout the day you would refer to your analysis to my analysis, but be aware that that is my views, that is my analysis. I would always want you to take a decision based upon your research and your analysis. So this is something that happened. Now we will see what happens if we would have considered only Bollinger Band over here. So you could see the market just went up and it went on the sideways. The only thing where I found that market could have gone anywhere was when there was this gap. The 5 MA just went up and above of the VWAP, and it started trending up. Here I thought market would be giving a directional trade, but I was okay with it because we were trading in a channel, right? So even though it would have gone up, I was talking about this point, up, I wouldn't have taken any directional trades. So right now there was a strict line of VWAP, a straight line of VWAP, and constantly 5 MA was coming towards it and hugging it again and again. So it gave me a confidence that it is an horizontal line and 5 MA was coming again and again hugging it, that market is going to be flat. But I was aware that if market would have run on either of the direction, I would have taken a directional trade of buy of either call or put. If market have broken 36,750 or 36,250, I would have taken a directional trade. It would have been really risky, but the rewards could have been multi-bagger. So this is one of the strategy I like to play with, is that you take a trade when the premiums are super low. And once I saw this market was going on the this direction, but it was already 3 o'clock, so I didn't bother to take any trades. Because if this kind of move would have come at around 1 o'clock or approximately 1:30, I would have just bought 36,200 and kept for being long. So it would be of around, let's say, 10 to 15 points at approximately at 1 or 2 o'clock. So even though market would have gone 100 points above it, I would be making 10 folds of money. So this is how we trade, in a very risky trade, in a directional fashion, where we expect multi-fold returns or multi-bagger returns in options right away on the same day. This is done only on the option expiry day only, because at that day the Vega, one of the Greeks, is very high, and delta also supports you, because as soon as it crosses the strike price that you have bought, it exponentially increases the value or the premium of that strike price or that options that you have bought. So what is my expectation tomorrow? As there was a long weekend, or there is a long weekend ahead, I have considered that I should be away from the market. I was expecting myself to take a trade in the I was expecting myself to take a short straddle, but as I didn't see much in the market, I didn't do much into it. And even if it would have opened 1% above, I would have made a decent profit out of it. But as I was not sure, I didn't take any trades. So as always, I didn't take any trades as I wasn't sure about the market direction or what I could do. So I left it. I closed all my position at around 1 o'clock. I made a decent profit of 0.55 and I was okay with it. And on Monday, when the market opens, I would be considering price actions superiority over everything. No matter what the news is, no matter what the technical shows, or no matter what other markets are doing, I will just refer them what they are expecting. But I would be considering price action of my instrument, that is Bank Nifty, Nifty, or any other shares to consider to take a trade. So right now we are not taking any trade. We are exited all our trades and we are going to have a comfortable and long weekend. So please consider to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for all your notifications, and if you want live trades you can just come up to my channel on the live trading day. If you want live updates of the trades that I am taking or to just to see my analysis of the day, you should consider following me. So please subscribe and follow me. And if you find my analysis good and if you want to see what I'm doing on the live trading, please follow and subscribe. I put in shorts every few minutes or half an hour to update or whatever major events happen in the market to keep you updated with what is my analysis and trades that I'm going to take. Okay. See you again on the Monday.